Hello everyone. So you all know that the mains examination is scheduled to start from 21st of August and we have only 2 months left. Okay. So I have come up with temple architecture and sculpture of India. This will help you to understand the very complex topic in a very easy language, and you can also have some kind of notes ready. Okay. So let us start. Okay. So this is previous based on the previous year questions. Okay. So this will cover the entire architecture of South India, North India, as well as the socio-economic and epigraphic interpretations. Okay. So let us start. If you see the previous question of the art and culture, so you will find that they're asking question. They have already asked question on the Chola legacy. Okay, Chola is something which is very favorite topic of the UPSC. Okay, in 2024 they have asked a question on Chola, and again they have already asked in 2030. Okay, then similarly Dravida architecture they have already asked. Okay, then on Pallava art they have already asked. Okay, and then also Gupta period and Chola period, they have combined both of them and they have asked a question. Okay, so we'll see all of them. Okay, so let us start with the one by one. So first of all, we will understand the historical evolution of the Gupta architecture and the structure genesis. Okay, so the origins of freestanding structural stone Hindu temples trace back to the Gupta period, 4th to 6th century. Okay, okay, so this is important. Okay, so this Hindu temples start just a second. So Hindu temple structure or architecture we find this starting from the Gupta period, 4th to 6th century. Prior to this, temples were predominantly organic wood, bamboo, or direct rock cut centuries. The evolution of a structural model passed through five precisely defined stages in the modern and central Indian heartlands. Now, five stages. Okay, so let us see the five stages, all of them. So the two stages of Gupta structure. So first stage is, so it is characterized by square, flat roof temples built on very low platforms. Okay. So when the evolution of temple architecture started happening, then we see that it started with a very low platforms. Okay. So earlier the temples used to be established on or constructed on a very low platforms. Okay, it was flat roof temples. Okay, flat roof temples and characterized by square. Okay, characterized by square. The columns are simple. Okay, columns are simple, supporting a shallow pillar front portico mandapa. Okay, exterior embellishment is absent. Okay, so in the initial phase there was no ex- exterior embellishment. Okay, so here architect, uh, this type of architecture you can find at Sanchi. Okay, temple number 17 at Sanchi, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so uh, this is one of the example of earliest temple in India. Okay, so now talking about the second stage, so it retained a flat roof and square floor, but introduced a significant higher platform. Okay, Jagati Adhisthana, covered circumambulatory path, Pradakshina Patha was integrated around the sanctum chamber. Key archetype Parvati temple at Nachana Kuthara, Madhya Pradesh. So then is stage 3, so a definitive turning point where a true power or fire Shikhara replaced the flat roof over the primary sanctum. The ground plan transited into a classic Panchayatana style. Okay, so the Swatra temple, Devghar, Uttar Pradesh, this is the example. So this, in fact, this question has asked by UPSC in 2025. Okay, then stage 4, then comes the stage 4, which is here you will find that the ground plan became distinct ground plan became distinctively rectangular rather than strictly square. The superstructure introduced a unique vaulted barrel roof style reminiscent of the ancient Buddhist spiral chaitya halls tailored to multi-deity configurations. Okay, Kapasthavara temple at Ghezla, Andhra Pradesh is example of this, and Durga temple at Ahol. Then stage 5, here we see that the floor plan evolved to utilize a circular setup with projecting rectangular porticos at the four cardinal direction, reflecting highly specialized antique. Example is Manyar Math at Rajgir. Now let us talk about the mature stage. Okay, so anatomical term. Okay, and structure and ritual functional definition. Okay, so Garbhagriha. What is Garbhagriha? So it is a bomb house. Okay, bomb house, a dark unwindow. Okay, a dark unwindow. Okay, means absence of window. Perfectly square stone cell housing the main deity's idol. Mucha Murthy. Okay, intentionally Mukhyamantri, sorry. Intentionally left plain to focus internal spiritual energies. Then Mandapa, the pillared public hall or pavilion preceding the sanctum. Then Antara, a narrow vestibular classic passage. Okay, Sikhara, the monumental spire rising directly above the Garbhagriha. Then Amalaka Kalasa, exclusive to Nagara order. Okay. Then Jagati, the elevated stone platform was placed on the northern western temples are constructed. The Nagara order, North Indian style, distinguished systematic so absence of fortification, river deities, absence of gopurams. Classification of Nagara Tamalatina Rekha, then all these things. Then we have Odisha classification. Okay, Odisha sub school, then Chennala sub school, Solanki sub school. Okay, then talking about the Vida order or the Imperial Chola Zenith. So core architectural markers. Bhimana used to be there. Gopuram, then Dwarapalas, integrated tanks. Okay, so talking about Chola high watermark. So the construction of monuments like the Brihadeshwar temple at Tanjore and Gangai Konkam Cholapuram marks the ultimate majority of the Vidya stone engineering. The state apparatus and all this. Then Visara order Hoysala transformation. So all these things we can see. That's all. If you want this note, comment on the below.